Yo, 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 I'm Brandon,
And I'm Deandra.
and today we have a very, very, very special guest, our friend Dave,
What up, though?
Dave Silas of DeSilas Cigars, and we just gonna, mess with our friend, man. This might be a very funny episode because me and Dave go back and forth all day.
All day long, and this is my buddy. Well, these are my buddies. You know what I mean? Since the beginning of my company, these Silent Cigars, they've been there and they've been supportive, and I appreciate them. You know what I mean? I've learned a lot from them, and yeah, we finna have a good show.
We finna have a good time, man. So, Dave, how did you get into cigars?
Well, it was before I left. I was still in Detroit, and a friend of mine, he was into cigars, Juma Shelton, and he was going to the cigar lounges, and I just started to kind of piggyback off of him and go to cigar lounges, and I just, started to love it. You know what I mean? So I frequented, and once I moved here, I really didn't know anybody, so my thing was going to Bridge Street, and the only place I would go at Bridge Street is to Vintage,
Sure.
and I just really got heavy into it and started reading more about it and looking into the lifestyle and the culture and everything of it.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
said that because I feel like the cigar community. I definitely feel like it's a lifestyle. It's not just a hobby. It's definitely a lifestyle. Would you agree?
Definitely agree. But to me, the community is the biggest part of the lifestyle, even more so than the actual cigar. Now, I could be wrong, but I think the community plays a big part in that.
yeah. Most of the people I've met has been business oriented. I've learned a lot from them. With savings and I mean, a lot of things that I didn't know growing up. I'm not saying I had it bad, but it wasn't the best. So, moving here and getting with people that, were business oriented, had finished college and different things of that sort, I mean, it just kind of opened me up to the culture of cigars. And,
So how did you get down to where you have your own great cigar?
okay, so what happened with that is I just visioned it for a long time. It was just a vision. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
want my own cigar. I want my own cigar. And I actually met up with one of my Masonic brothers. I'm a Prince Hall affiliated Mason. And I met up with a brother, and, I was telling him about me wanting to become, have my own cigar and things of that sort. Come to find out they had land
Oh,
in Nicaragua.
wow.
You know what I mean? So I just kept at him or whatever the case may be, and started to come up with a blend or whatever. He didn't think I was gonna go that far.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So once I started studying the aficionado magazines
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
myself, and once I started studying the magazines, it just put me more into the culture of the leaf. You know what I mean? The blends of cigars. You know what I mean? The different blends and what I like, what I didn't like, and whatever. So I just kind of made up a combination in my head, and when we came up with that cigar, it was horrible. You know what I mean? So,
We got to start from somewhere.
hey, you know what I mean? So we continued to work on it until we came up with a combination that fitted, you know what I mean? Which is what this is. It's Palata Cabana,
Okay.
which is the binder.
Okay.
Honduras Ligero is the filler, and it's in a Nicaraguan broadleaf.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maduro. So, you know, I tried Connecticut's for a while, but they did a lot of cracking and it was messing up a lot. You know what I mean? And being a small company, you just really can't afford that
Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Right.
People
Right.
talk about you, so I needed to go with more of an elastic wrapper, which is a Maduro. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people can, do Connecticut's, but I just having a hard time with them. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? They was messing up on me. It'd be cracks all the way down. I was like, oh my God, I can't explain this to people. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I just got away from it and, just had no desire of doing any other cigars.
Gotcha.
If it makes any sense, I got this one. It's doing good. Pretty much worldwide, and I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna rat it out. Now I may come up with another size. Which is the Turo, because this is a Gordo 60. So I may come up with a Turo, which is smaller, a little bit more flavor. But yeah. So I got a question. When you talk about the DeSilas cigars, what are the flavors or the scents that you get off of it? What do you?
So can I hop in on that? Because I was about to ask you a question when you were talking about the blend and everything that you put into your cigar. So for those who are not truly cigar smokers, I just want to say I appreciate the art that you put into your crafts. I'm still newer to this. I'm still learning. And what's crazy to me is some of the things that you said that's in this cigar that I think personally is amazing. I don't like. I don't like Habano. I don't like broadleafs, and I don't like Maduros. I love your cigar. So I don't know that much, but just from hearing what you're saying, I'm just like, well, dang, how did you get those into this? And I like it.
Right.
So for me, to be a Maduro, it's pretty smooth. It doesn't have that harshness. I don't pick up any pepper. And I get a very strong, you were saying you want to do a Toro that has more flavor. To me, this has a good amount of flavor in it, and I pick up a strong blueberry note all the way through every time.
Sorry, is it blueberry or is it hazelnut? Because I think hazelnut.
Well, it's not infused with anything.
No,
it's not infused, right? Yeah. But where they keep the leaves, the Palata Cabana, so it's not Habana.
Okay.
It's Palata Cabana.
Okay.
Yeah. So where they keep those is at a hazelnut factory. You know what I mean? So that's where you get that hint of hazelnut. Is from being at that factory. You know what I mean? Which in Nicaragua, most of them, a lot of people don't know, but the cigar companies, they share with like vegetables, beans, different areas of domestic foods. You know what I mean? To store them.
Nice.
You know what I mean? They kind of like share, and that's how they pay a lot of the rollers and stuff too, is with food from the land.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So that's why you get a lot of different taste and a lot of different cigars, because it's no telling what, you know what I mean, what it's been exposed to. You know what I mean? And nobody in the cigar world has to tell you anything about their blends. So with what they do tell you about their blends is what they want you to know.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
But that's just my input, babe. What do you get?
So for me, I've always been like a huge fan of DeSilas cigars. I tell anybody about them. What do I pick up? So for me, my favorite flavor is the hazelnut. The hazelnut, I like in cigars. I like cocoa and chocolate, and this hazelnut is kind of like unique. You don't really taste this in cigars, so I really love that. I love the aroma too. The aroma after you smoke it, that the hazelnut, or sometimes I even think it's blueberry, like you said. It's just a fantastic cigar. I mean, I can't. I don't know. It's just a fantastic cigar. I can't put it in a nutshell, but I love it.
And it's well crafted. Like Dee talked about, I guess that was your first one you made, the kind of craft or whatever. I can appreciate you going back to the drawing board and saying, not giving up on your product. You know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, I can do better for my customers. Because again, we all got to start from somewhere. But me being newer, me maybe not appreciating as much as others, if this was cracking on me, I would put it out. I'm just being honest. So I appreciate the fact that you put so much thought, so much passion into your craft, so that someone like me that's a newbie to this can enjoy it, especially being a Maduro, being some of those stronger things that they say women tend to not like. I love this. So ladies, give these solid cigars a try, because personally, out of the last, I say, month or so, this is like the best thing I've smoked. This is the best thing I've smoked.
And
seriously.
Our cousin was here last week, and she got some of these solid cigars, and she sent me a text message yesterday. Yeah, please.
You can keep talking about
I want to ask you, what do you find? I know you're not really a drinker. What do you find that pairs well with your cigar?
So bourbons
Okay.
is what I've been told. And I drink bourbon a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe not enthusiast with it, but I do drink bourbon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the bourbons, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I've heard from the women that smoke my cigar, because I have a lot of women that smoke DeSilas cigars that they like coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So a lot of them are, coffee drinkers with it. So coffee, bourbon,
So
pretty much.
I got sweet tea, and I
Yeah,
think this sweet tea matches perfectly with
right.
it.
And
I do.
I always drink sweet
Sweet tea,
tea.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we have to say teas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I want to try a hazelnut based drink
Mm.
and see really what that
But
would do.
intense, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Intense
That probably
inspired.
would bring out, a lot of the taste and aroma of it too. That's something to look into.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Besides the D-Silas brand, and I know we're not promoting anybody else's brand, but what other companies do you think would you suggest for like a newbie?
yeah. Of course, my brother Lamar J.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He has a few exceptional sticks, so I definitely put him out there. What is it? Hmm. They're out of Atlanta. I could never think of their names. Oh man, you got me with that one. Mm-mm-mm.
Um, Not the ATL stick.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, I think it's just ATL. They have a fabulous brand. I
Right,
like their brand.
right. I even like Nas's company.
I didn't
Name,
know Nas had a company.
yes.
Ah, that's something to look into.
We got to look that up.
Yeah.
Nas's cigar line is pretty good, or whatever. But it's a lot of black companies out here that's moving. You know what I mean? But if I had to say, it'd be Lamar.
Okay. Ooh. You
Yeah.
found the text message?
Yeah. So real quick, our cousin, like Brandon said, our cousin came down from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
She's an avid cigar smoker, so she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna check out some lounges." You actually gifted her a couple of your cigars, so she wrote on yesterday. She said, "Hey fam, I'm smoking DeSilas' cigar and I like it. A hint." What she said? A hint of flavor and smooth. I'm gonna try and pass it on to my local spots in Houston, Texas. So if you get some spots reaching out from Texas, cousin Keisha says she loves your cigar and she's passing it on to everybody she knows.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's
Yeah.
up, man. I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah.
I've been so I know these, so I'm gonna put them out there a little bit. But I've been waiting on this book, man. What's going on with the book?
Okay, so I'm writing a poetry book, and it's a poetry / memoir. Um, the memoir part is what I'm having trouble with, because it's touching on the inner uh, inner things that went on in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My mother being on drugs when I was growing up, staying with my grandmother, going back and forth. You know, just the things in life. You know what I mean? The neighborhood I grew up in. You know what I mean? Being different as a kid, being an athlete. And it's just so many things to touch on. So kind of going into those emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of a rough thing. I'm from Detroit. I grew up on McGraw Ave. If any of y'all saw the show McGraw Ave, I'm from the hood, and yeah, I found my parents. Both of them were dead.
Oh,
Probably 6 months apart.
dang.
My dad in June, and then my mom in November.
Wow.
Of 2007.
Man.
So just touching on those subjects is kind of what then slowed me down in the process
Gotcha.
of the book.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
understand that.
Yep. But I'm gonna get it finished.
No
I'm gonna get it finished.
Because I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
If I I know anything about D, what I can say is that I know that you're a passionate person and I know that you're a creative person. I don't know why, but like every time I see D, one thing we talk about is like new shows that's coming out, right? Like D's always like, "Have you seen this? Have you watched this? Check it out." He love his state, y'all. He love where he from. He love his city. And for
Always,
some
yeah.
reason, always repping, and I love that. I love that for him. But one thing, and he's never shared this with me, but one thing I can see on you is a show or a movie. I don't know why. I feel like that's in you. Like when we talk about the details of things that you watched and like just your eye for things
Right.
and your passion, your creativity. I see the book for sure, but I think there's more in there. I really see you writing, directing, producing something bigger for your city. I know it's gonna be about Detroit, but I can see that. I don't know if it's something you ever thought about, but I can see that. So y'all be on the lookout for D. He got something. God got something in there that I can't wait to see come out.
Right. And speaking of that, one of my closest friends, actually my brother, King Wesley, he's a very prominent star in Detroit in the the Tubi, Amazon Prime, I want to say Netflix. You know what I mean? He's on a lot of different formats or whatever, and we do a lot of talking. You know what I mean? And I think he's pulling me that way.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? So
I can see that.
big things coming. Shout out to King Wesley.
I can't wait. I can see it. It's all over you.
Yeah. We're gonna make that happen. You know.
But yeah, I just wanted to get you on one of my good friends, and I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you for like welcoming me in. I think like when I first really got interested in cigars, like Dave was like the first person I met. And I've always been genuine no matter what. So I really appreciate you, brother.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, I can remember first couple times that I saw you out in the front. You know what I mean? You come in, everybody get quiet, look at you, wouldn't say nothing. I said, man, come on, sit down. Hey, let me see what's going on with my boy. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because that's what life is about.
Yes, sir.
Us as black men pulling each other up.
Yep.
We're kings.
Yes,
you know what I
sir.
mean? And we are different in some type of way. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We have to learn how to deal with it. You know what I mean? So I commend you on teaching me how to deal with stuff because you never know what people are going through.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
you
sir.
never know how good it is or how bad. You know, we see people with $1 million that commit suicide
every day.
You know what I mean? Then you see people with $4 that's the happiest person in the world. You know what I mean? So finances and success doesn't make you happy. You know what I mean? So what in life makes you happy?
Right. Cigars.
Yeah. Cigars. You know what I mean? And my wife, she'll fight over that. You know what I mean? Because she hates my cigars, but she loves the company. You know, she's not a cigar person, but she loves the company and does a lot in helping it. So I want to shout out my wife for what she does for the company.
Awesome.
You know, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, my wife is added to my cigar bill. But it's okay. It's okay.
But that's okay. That's okay. Every now and then, not often. Every now and then, I'll buy a cigar. For the most part, you pay for them.
Hey, that was real shady there.
No,
I knew he had to throw it in. And he got his wife this time, so I appreciate that.
Towards me, not you.
Usually I take the hit.
It's all love. All love. But how can people order DeSilas cigars?
So, really social media, man. I had a website up and I just really got no activity from the website. So it's like I was paying for it really for nothing because people still wanted your number or talk to you personally before they send you finances. Anyway, you know what I mean, to make sure it's real or whatever. So anyone can find me on any social media, hashtag DeSilas Cigars, which is DeSilas Cigars. DeSilas Cigars. Hashtag look it up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know what I mean? I'm on everything.
Okay.
Whatever. Look me up. my face on there, so I'm not finna do anyone wrong.
Mm-mm.
My face is on there. They'll tell you my name and my face, so there's no way I can do anybody wrong when it come to my company. You know what I mean? If you order something, you will get what you order. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you know,
Yes,
and that's on DeSilas, and that's my name.
sir.
You know, so I can't run from that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If they get a bad name, I got a bad name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no, I refuse that. So yeah, y'all, it's trustworthy. You know what I mean? If you want a box, if you want a couple cigars, however you want to do, yeah, you know, get at me and I'll take care of it.
Yes, yes. You
And
got
it's
it?
quality. It's a solid stick.
Definitely quality.
Solid 10 out of 10.
Yep. Yep. Anything else? All right, well, brother, like I said, we appreciate you. Thank you for the time. And hey, I'm a firm believer in telling people, like, hey, bro, I love you. I love you and I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, bro.
So,
There we go.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we're not gonna hug it.
Nah, we ain't doing that. But, as genuine
I
friends.
just playing with you.
But on the top of, like, me telling you I love you and stuff like that, let me get a roll tide.
I was
Let
gonna
me
say,
get a roll tide. Just one good time. Look, we won last night. You didn't think we was gonna win.
So
Just
I mean,
a roll tide.
since we going here, I'm gonna give you a roll tide, and the reason is with Michigan beating y'all for the last 2 years.
All right, cut this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in to it. Go Blue.